The Okapi lives in the dense rainforests of the Democratic Republic of Congo, where heavy plant growth blocks long views and turns even short trips through the forest into slow, careful movement. Although it is a large mammal, it is rarely seen in the wild because it keeps to thick cover and uses familiar routes that help it stay out of sight. At first glance, the Okapi looks like a strange mix of animals, with a deep reddish-brown body, a pale face, and black and white stripes wrapped around its upper legs. Those stripes may remind people of a zebra, but the Okapi is actually the closest living relative of the giraffe, linked by its skull shape, feeding style, and long, flexible tongue. Its neck is much shorter than a giraffe's, yet it still gives the animal extra reach when it feeds, helping it browse leaves, buds, and shoots from shrubs and low branches. Most adult okapis live alone, and they spend much of the day walking slowly through the forest, checking feeding spots, resting places, and the narrow paths they know best. These paths are often hidden under tangled growth, fallen leaves, and low branches, which makes them hard for predators to watch and easier for an okapi to travel quietly. Sound matters more than sight in such a closed habitat, and the okapi's large ears can swivel separately, letting it track noises from different directions at the same time. That constant listening helps it react early if something is moving nearby, especially a leopard, which is powerful enough to kill an adult okapi in the forest. When danger feels close, an okapi may freeze, shift deeper into cover, or move away through thick vegetation rather than run into a more open part of the forest. Feeding takes up a huge part of the day, and an okapi may visit many plant patches in a single trip as it works across its home range. Its tongue is long, dark, and highly flexible, and it can curl around stems to pull leaves into the mouth with a level of control that looks almost hand-like. This feeding method lets the okapi reach into tight spaces, strip leaves off branches, and choose certain plants while passing over others that grow right beside them. It eats a wide variety of forest vegetation, including leaves, buds, fruits, ferns, and fungi, and that broad diet helps it keep feeding as conditions change through the year. Some of the plants it eats are not used as heavily by other herbivores, which lowers direct competition and gives the okapi more feeding options inside crowded forest habitat. The forest floor is rarely easy to cross because roots, mud, slick leaves, and fallen wood can make almost every step uneven under the okapi's weight. Even so, it moves with steady balance, using split hooves that grip soft ground well enough for it to travel through wet areas and swampy edges without much trouble. In parts of its range, the okapi also visits mineral clearings, where bare soil and damp ground provide salts and nutrients that are harder to get from leaves alone. These open spots can attract more than one okapi at a time, but they usually keep space between each other and do not act like strongly social herd animals. Communication is quiet and easy to miss, and much of it depends on scent, body position, and very low sounds that do not carry far through the forest. A mother and calf often use soft contact calls to stay connected, which is important because young okapis spend much of early life hidden in dense cover. Soon after birth, the calf can stand, but it usually stays tucked away in vegetation while the mother leaves to feed and returns at intervals to nurse it. This hiding behavior is a simple but effective defense, because a still calf in thick plants is much harder for a predator to notice than one moving around openly. Okapis reproduce slowly, usually having only one calf after a long pregnancy, and that slow rate makes it hard for populations to recover quickly after losses. The species now faces serious pressure from habitat destruction, especially where logging, mining, and road building break large forest blocks into smaller disturbed areas. As those quiet forest interiors shrink, okapis lose feeding space, travel cover, and safe breeding habitat, and they may be pushed closer to people more often. Hunting also remains a problem in some places, adding pressure to a species that already depends on large stretches of stable forest to survive well. Protected areas give the okapi its best chance, especially where conservation work reduces habitat loss and keeps the forest connected enough for natural movement. Even with protection, much of the okapi's daily life still goes unseen, simply because it lives in thick, hard-to-reach forest where human observation is limited. That hidden life is part of what makes the okapi so fascinating, because it shows that even a large land mammal can remain mysterious when its world is dense, quiet, and difficult to enter.